Oh, I love that, like interstellar kind of vibe.
Yeah, Inception vibes, you know.
If you have a video, have a photo or something, or you want to talk to us about your art, toward the end of this,
give me your voice. I like voices.
Toward the end of this, we can give you a minute or two to have a chat, and we'd love to see your face and hear your voice and all that.
Faces.
So we're gonna get started. Generally, when we do these, we did one yesterday. We do it twice a month on our YouTube. When we do them, they are journal covers.
Oh wow,
that's cool.
That is really cool. So basically, you can reach out either to or you're saying through Twitter. So either through your Twitter, which is
wait for this.
No, probably for
right
future
now?
Future stuff on our YouTube.
You know, you know what? If you want to submit work or chat with us or something, you can email me there. And that's also the same email through our YouTube. So if you lose that or something, you just go to YouTube and email us through that.
I apologize. It's kind of like we kind of timed out a lot of these submissions earlier. But, But otherwise, we'd totally be down with that. But that sounds awesome. I haven't really seen or thought about that before, but that's awesome. That's really awesome.
Or again, you can pop in at the very end, and if you want to show us something, you could screen share, or you could show us something that you have. But yeah, so generally on our normal streams, it's just to kind of keep the submissions low. It's Patreon exclusive submissions to a public live stream on YouTube. For this one, it was non-Patreon specific. So we actually have a bunch of people from our community that aren't Patreon exclusive, because our community is run through Patreon, YouTube, and Discord. And even there, we also have a critique channel that's very much about the community critiquing each other. So that might be interesting for you as well. All of that can be found at YouTube. And
the fun part too is like a lot of these submissions are actually from people that have been with us very early on in our Patreon. We've been doing this thing for about a year now, which has been really fun. But it's kind of cool to see some reoccurring faces, including these three.
So let's get into the first one. This is Andre. So he's from Romania.
Basically, actually, we should probably, or no, I guess you guys can see the full screen because it's screen capture. Cool. So a little thing about me, I am a photographer, but also a videographer. So, you know, my whole entire world is kind of photo and video. And I'm not trying to speak for you or anything, but Jake's more music and audio and everything that I wish I could be, but I'm not nearly talented enough. So, this is my bread and butter, but later on will be more so his.
Exactly.
So first things first, let's just cycle through these three photos.
These are all really good photos.
Oh my god.
Andre, these are fantastic.
What on earth? This is... those warm tones are so good.
And I love, especially in the moment that we are right now, I love that there are people, but they're spread out. And this guy's got a mask. Like, I just love the energy of that.
Yeah. Now, the one thing that I'm going to say about this one specific photo, but, like, I'm saying this knowing that it's something that you can't really fix, is this was taken on a downhill slope.
Right.
And because of that, you have a lot of straight lines that are not meeting up with each other.
Right.
So, basically, what would be a straight line here is not going to be a straight line here. And you can tell that because this step disappears into the ground. So basically, you're going to be thrown off just a little bit inherently because of the fact that there's going to be one kind of crooked line. But this horizon is straight. So that's what matters. So, you know, good on you for picking the right horizon there. I love the blue that's popping out through the reflection of the windows. I think your warm tone really just like grasps the mood of everything going on here. I love the unsymmetrical nature of it. I think, you know, symmetry has its time and its place, but like this for me just has so much character. I love this lamp pole, a lamp pole.
Yeah,
lamp pole, street lamp. Yeah.
Wait, can I interrupt with something?
Yeah,
I think you'll find this interesting if you don't know it. So, like in Greek architecture, and a lot of our architecture is derived from Greek architecture. Yeah. Especially if people want to be like, oh, this is classical or like high art, whatever.
Yeah.
Not throwing shade against Greek architecture.
I mean,
the steps leading up to something like on the Parthenon or something, right?
Yeah.
The steps are always actually slightly bowed. There's an arch, and it's because at a distance it made, I don't remember why, like there's this optical illusion where it makes everything seem flat from a distance, and it also makes things seem more grand or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I think when
wait, hold on, I'm trying bowed what way?
Look at the horizon line. It's got a slight bow to it. A very very slight bow, I think.
No, I get that. Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't, and I'm just seeing something, but it did remind me that
barrel
that's
distortion.
Yeah.
But like, no. Oh man, I love the tonal qualities of this photo. I also love the highlight that's bouncing upward.
Yeah.
From that sheen of sunlight.
And the repetition is really fantastic.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the next one.
Yeah, let's do it. This is great. So the one thing that I always like kind of preach about in a lot of these videos, which I'm sure a lot of my patrons are tired of me hearing say, but the one thing that's really easy to fall into with digital photography is basically over sharpening on trees and plants. It just gives it like a really obviously digital look. But with this, I don't know what the hell you did, but it looks really realistic. Like there's no harsh lines in this general region right here. It is very, very clean.
Yeah. There's also we just did for ourselves. We're kind of repeating ourselves just because we did one of these yesterday for our channel.
Yeah.
But like there's so much good like composition movement. Like I love the angles. I love that the lines built in from the foliage mirror the lines of the architecture.
Yeah. The only thing I'm going to say, I would consider taking the heel tool to this line right here.
Really?
That is the only thing that bothers me about this photo. And that's subjective, but like I think when I see so many beautiful clouds like that, having that little bit of an obstruction just takes me away from the scenery. I don't know. But like, dude,
really good.
The colors are so good. And like you picked a really great green to match with that blue, and you have like a little bit of lavender starting to approach in here.
And the crop is good.
And the crop's great.
Yeah.
Sweet. You bookmark really well. Big bookmark? Bookend. Yep, there we go. Okay. Again, so this is kind of like a perfect mishmash of these two.
Yeah, right.
You know, I think the thing that only bothers me about this photo just a little bit is like down here feels a little cluttered. But at the same time, like everything else just has such good like movement in a weird way. Like you feel like it's alive.
I kind of feel like it because there's this 1 point perspective going on, and this is like the end, right? I feel like that I like that there's this energy from like
that cobblestone
spare a little bit of things, and then it's like you said, cluttered. I kind of like that, but
teach their own. Yeah,
I see what you mean.
No, I think the only other thing that I might suggest with this is maybe fade out the blacks a little bit. That way, like this in here is not completely lost.
Right. That
way you have a little bit of information in here. And that's as simple as just adding a little bit of a fade or just bringing up the crunch blacks just a little bit, depending on your application. But basically in here, that'll just add a little bit of definition. But damn, it looks good. It looks really good.
So Andre, thank you for submitting. These are really cool. We're gonna try to keep this fast for this one because we are notorious for
we're terrible
not
staying on topic.
And I'm grabbing the.
Should we check back
the mouse?
See if there's any questions in between.
No questions. That's totally cool.
All good.
So this is really cool. This is Jay, who's been a patron. He's a member of our community.
Yep.
Now, I opened this today in preparation for this live stream, and I expected, because I know that Jay is a dancer and has been a dancer, I expected he would send me a video file of his dancing. But instead, he sent me 8 stills of dance.
Wait, is this him?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Very different perspective now. Okay, I thought he just took these photos. Never mind.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Fun.
So we were talking about this as I was preparing it, like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
That having to, I'm a composer and a musician, and I work with dance, and I have worked with dance for a long time.
And I'm an actor and a dancer. So
yeah. So getting to
just had to add that.
Getting to see dance is good, and I feel, especially as a non-dancer, I feel fairly well equipped to handle watching a video of dance. Yeah. This is so cool, getting to watch the stills of dance.
It's funny how, like, there's an art to, like, capturing movement.
Exactly. And
that
you can see
I don't know, like, I feel like you could study that for a long time.
Well, that's under the guise of, like, street photography for a lot of people.
In a lot of ways, yeah. But, like, performance photography specifically, I feel like is just a completely different animal.
I mean, the cropping, or even the reflections, and the slight blur in the dress.
In color-wise?
So what we should do is just kind of
just
cycle through fairly fast. Yeah.
So that's just the cropped version of that. You also switched up colors a little bit.
I don't know. I don't want to address the edit because I don't know if it was his edit.
I mean, hey.
Maybe it was, but I just want to look at the dance. This is so great.
Dude,
I love this.
This is amazing. Yes.
Everyone's kicking ass.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, it's like that chiaroscuro kind of like...
Is that it?
High drama.
Someone goes there. Okay, yeah.
So, let's start here. I love this.
This is gorgeous. So, like, one thing that I've always been, like, a huge fan of when it comes to like, I don't know, like, I've been around theater long enough to, like, know that there are photographers that can really, like, shoot a performance, and there's other photographers that just really can't. And, like, it all comes down to the way the movement is expressed through photo.
Right.
And, like, it really captures your emotions. Like, all of these photos really capture your emotions. Yeah. Especially, like, this one is so good.
Yeah.
Like, I could see that, like, at a bus shelter, like, promoting whatever this is.
Oh, like, for a show. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, this looks so nice.
Yeah. And, like, to talk about, like every aspect here, you know, the lighting choices in the background, like, this backdrop is awesome. And the colors of everything is so cool.
Yeah.
I love these...
Justin, get off Instagram. Pay attention to what we're doing.
I love the ribbons and the braids. Like, everything is so... This is such a sweet thing.
I love, like...
the color matching.
Costume-wise. Yeah. Like, this just rocks.
Yeah.
I think, weirdly, the color that's popping out to me most right now is that purple. Like, on his back.
Oh, yeah. Top
right
purple?
There at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. Against that green.
So let's keep cycling. Were you cycling this way? Yes.
Dude, you need to send us some video.
Please,
I want to know.
Spoiler,
I really want to know.
He has sent me video. I did back in the day for a little bit of history on our Patreon. We used to do a live stream photo edit way back when the after show was basically just Brandon's extended YouTube channel.
Right.
And I started doing what I used to, because he used to call his edit fix it in post, and so I made fix me in post, which was more of a critique, and that ended up sparking the Let's Talk.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing this in recap. Yeah.
And so I think actually on the after show YouTube I might have re-uploaded
it's possible
some of the fix me in post, so you can go find some
either way
video
I'd love to see more. I don't know if this was videotaped or not, but
I also like it's simple things, but like just the arches of that fabric are so good. Like arch against frill. I mean, that's more about the design of costume, but like,
I mean,
it's all super good.
Everything's up for grabs here.
Yeah, and I love.
There's so much power stance going on right now.
The parallel here, you know, but then like chest out That chest out gesture with the legs down, like legs forward.
Chin up, chest out.
Great. Man. They're both
posture right
they're both owning their stance. Like she's got power stance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ah.
No, both of them. Chest out, chin up. That's what it is right there. No, that's...
And that balled fist. It's like, it's so cool. This is great.
That's so great.
And I love, even like as a composition,
trying, this is going to sound weird, but like I'm trying to like imagine what the music sounds like underneath this.
That's the job of a composer. Why don't you just think about what kind of music you would put beneath it?
I've wrote one song, Jake. But yeah, no, I really dig this production photography.
Yeah, and the lighting, like whoever was the lighting designer of this was great.
What the hell? It's so good. Yeah.
I know I can hear a lot of my other job in a day, not like today, is that I'm a live sound engineer and I work in a lot of theaters, generally right next to a lighting designer. Sometimes lighting designers are very sweet and open, and sometimes they're very grumpy and want things exactly their way. And I can imagine a grumpy lighting designer being like, I hate that he's got to wear a hat because it's going to shadow his face. But like that's the beauty of it. Like that's what's so good, is it's covering and it creates this wonderful line.
Gaff tape, like a little light underneath.
I've known lighting designers that would want to do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
So on that, Jay, thank you for submitting and happy birthday.
Oh shit!
Happy birthday. Yes, I think it's his birthday today or it's his birthday weekend. But
well, either way,
happy birthday.
That's
to
so.
You.
Eat some cake.
Yeah.
Enjoy the cake or pie, depending on what you're into.
Cool. So let's check back, and then we have our finale.
Cool.
Well, hi there, Troy.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh. Do you have a performance for us? That's awesome. Okay, so we have one more. Oh my God. Jay, what's up?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
This is awesome.
Okay.
Okay, word. Wait, hold on. Can I just like...
Yeah, go into it.
Alright. Why not? Oh, I'm already down.
Wait, make it full screen? Or... This is so good. Was this live music? Or am I hearing some live music and some pre-recorded?
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, I love the way that those concentric squares stack.
Yes. Is there a name for those?
The squares?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're like a kite shape, but I'm not sure.
I feel like I remember like...
Maybe Jay can tell us. Oh, this is so good.
It's just so simple.
And like the blue gradient into the purple, and then the purple outfit.
So simple. And so effective. And the red. Whoever was in charge of colors.
Wait, do you see that one of these has red on it? Only this one.
Is that foreshadowing?
I don't know.
Wait, where'd it go? It's weird.
There.
Oh. I'm calling it foreshadowing.
Okay. Yeah, I love this movement.
Oh, yes.
Doing the crosses again.
Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized something. This is an hour and 18 minutes. He might tell us what timestamp. Sorry, Jay. We got really...
Justin, we're taking over. We're just going to do a whole entire hour project here.
We got really, into what was going on. Sorry. I, forgot we were supposed to be looking for you. I was just stoked about what we were looking... 5:16.
5:16. Okay.
All right. Next time we should...
you're great, too, but, the whole entire thing's great.
Oh, I remember this one. Okay, I'm going to time it just so that
Oh, my God, yes.
Those minimalist backdrops.
I'm already jealous.
Super good.
How long have you been dancing? Because you're incredible.
Yeah.
I can hear a dance teacher in the background. Smile, smile, smile. That's what was always yelled at me usually. Yes.
I like how much you're using the space in the
Yes.
choreography.
No, it feels so airy.
Really, really good.
What on earth? I love when you watch people dance and like you can tell they're having fun.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that it's very playful.
Yeah. Yes. What up, man?
Yes.
Dude.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for joining and for sending.
6 years? I believe that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Man.
Dude, you're so good. What the...
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Okay. It's fine. I'm jealous. It's fine.
It's
fine.
Start dancing. You'll be good in 6 years.
I took tap for like 2 years when I was like very young, and there's a photo of me in my parents' possession. I am in a green sequence like onesie.
Yes.
And I performed in like this actually at Stockton.
Really?
At Stockton.
Oh.
And I hope to burn that photo one day.
I hope to see it. I hope to have a copy of it. I'm gonna text your mom.
No.
Yeah.
It can't live on.
Okay, so now our last before we might not have a couple minutes to talk about anybody else. I'm sorry.
I mean,
let's get to Neil, who has a band or is in a band called People. You can find on Spotify. You kind of have to search because there's a lot of bands with people in the name. But they are out of the Philippines.
Like this. That is your album art.
That is the album art. That's not the band art. That's the album art.
Oh yeah, the album art. Yeah.
And so let's hit it. This is the one he suggested for us to listen to. I think I'm going to pause in certain moments just to be able to talk about what I'm enjoying, since we don't have so much time.
Is he singing this?
I don't think so. I remember this one. Yes.
What the fuck? This is so good. I'm adding this to my list.
You're giving good space between verses and everything. And it's minimal, but it's commanding space. Violin,
yeah.
and an organ. I think Neil's the piano player and the singer. Could be a cello.
I just got chills. What the fuck?
Can't comprehend my chills, says Brandon. Yeah. Wait, sorry. I'm so sorry to pause because I just want to groove on it. But something that you're going to hear again, I think, if he repeats it in this chorus, is something I really respect and admire and do a lot myself because I enjoy the sound of it, is not just a falsetto sound. He goes into a falsetto for the first line in this chorus, but it's a falsetto that's a raspy falsetto. It has this air behind it. Yeah. And it reminds me of when a saxophone plays really gently and you get the note, but you also get the air breath through the horn. Okay. So it's like, he says like, take me, right? Take
so it's like, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes. Whatever that is,
it's either a slide guitar or it's something synthesizing a slide guitar.
So good.
Pairing back now. The piano's slightly out of time. Really, really good. Neil, man, absolutely amazing. Neil, hey, I wasn't sure.
I'm speechless. What the?
And hey, Daniel,
how is that so good? What the hell? Holy shit! Like not to like fanboy, but like
fanboy.
What?
It's okay to fanboy.
Like, I would listen to that on repeat.
And you can. Go
I just
follow,
added it to my...
Go follow Neil's band.
I'm going to single-handedly fund a house for you by how much I'm going to play it. I mean, first of all, I don't feel qualified to actually say anything, like, technical. That, right. I'm going to leave that to you. But, like, with really the remaining time that we have, the level of... the level of like clarity that song has is just like breathtaking.
Yeah.
Like I've never really had issues forming my thoughts into words, but like I really can't like.
Well, you can also take your time because it looks like Justin's saying that we have some extra time, so we're probably not going to go the full half hour, but. Hey. Happy to take it. So thank you, Justin.
Fanboy more.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I'll. You can tread water while I comment. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil. Something that I pay close attention to in song. It's not how every song is designed. It's not how everybody wants to compose a song. But something that I really admire is when you take a piece of music and you start really minimally and. Not only do you add things, because anybody can just add an extra line. Anybody can say, oh, it's the formula to add a new piece of, a new line or something every 4 bars or something. but to do it with command, to do it with meaning, is why we make music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the introduction and reintroduction of each added element, including just the way that each instrument is changing its texture throughout the song, you know. People want to say, like, often people think, like, oh, I want to add an instrument, or I want to add this. Well, the instrument can just change. That could just be the way this singing is happening. So
yeah,
for the chorus to have that raspy falsetto in contrast to just his normal voice, is so powerful. And I think it's also really powerful to have music that, I think it's a really confident thing to sit your music, to sit your vocals in the mix, not in a way that it gets lost, right? That can be bad, but to sit it in the mix in such a way that everything is really part of the whole, as opposed to sometimes you hear music where instruments are here and then vocals are here.
Yeah.
And there was just so much good convergence, you know. The composition there was so powerful. So, thank you so much for sharing that. As always, I
am shocked.
I just behind the scenes, I am always a fanboy of Neil's. I'm a fanboy of everybody that's part of our group, and
honestly, all three of these people specifically today have just like fucking blown my mind.
And everybody that's sent us stuff. It's,
seriously,
you know, I think that I keep almost drinking water. I think I think I can speak for both of us. Yes. I do the Let's Talks selfishly, because I am so in awe of all the work we get to see.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it feels like such an honor to ever be able to get to do this, and then to continuously get to do this, to just look at, you know, beautiful people's beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. And I wanna say now, unless you have anything more to add about.
You've grown. What? How?
Yeah.
How have you done that?
Do you have anything you want to say about Neil before we switch?
I think the one thing that like I want to say about like all of these creators, not only in here but like just part of Patreon, like, and I was thinking about this last night. I was driving home and I was like, a lot of these people, like, it feels like a version of home.
Oh, yeah.
In a weird way. And like being able to like talk about all of your magnificent work is an honor. Like, I don't feel worthy of like talking about how am I like even able to approach half of this stuff?
It is home. I think
it's amazing.
We were talking about that the other day. I think we've been doing so many live streams, I can't remember what's what.
I've lost track.
But just that like art community should feel like home, and the fact that we get that, and the fact that we get to share that, now we're just like being two little grandpas. But,
we've decided that we are the two older Muppets that judge everything from the balcony in the theater.
We're like the better version of that, I guess.
Yeah. What are the names?
I don't remember.
Very good.
Okay, so based on, or at the suggestion of Justin, I would love to, if anybody has anything they want to share, I would love to see it. You can send it, post it, just a link right now if you want.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't, but you have something you want to say, or if you want to open to a Q&A, you can either cue, and you can cue in text and we will A with our voices, or you can cue with your voice and we will also A with our voices. So
wow.
That's scary, I know. I asked Justin before we started how often or what how much people have been utilizing the like bounce in to the video chat. I know that's scary, but if you just saw,
we didn't like that answer.
If you just saw like what we're up to, we're not about like judging you. So if you bounce in and you're like in a bathrobe, that's totally fine too.
I'm in a blanket.
He's in a blanket. But yeah, if anybody, let's open the floor. I think that the way that we have set it up is the share audio is one person per bounce in. So if anyone wants to bounce in and say hi, we would love to see you. And until then,
feel free. The other thing I was gonna say, specifically about excuse me, there's a frog in my throat, about this song, Neil, is like I'd love to know what specifically you kind of did on it, besides like who were you the voice on it? There's a lot of it that I'm in awe about, but
short hours at the time, so we didn't really know what we were doing. But the fact that people love it is enough for us. That's how I feel,
dude.
So like I have this feeling about I say this a lot, and I will continue saying this a lot. My feeling is that no matter who you are, art is a journal entry. I think a lot of people, especially in what we experience in American culture, is that there's this perfectionist attitude that then seeps into the art culture as well, which is not so great. And a lot of people want to say like, oh, I made that when I was younger and it wasn't so good. And I feel like I made this when I was a different person. You know, if I made something a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I made it when I was a different person.
Oh, sure.
And instead of feeling like, oh, I wish I had done this, I've learned, and I'm still not perfect at it, but I've learned to want to just have an admiration for that person that isn't no longer exists, right? So in that sense, I really appreciate that you're like,
yeah,
we didn't know what we were doing, but I love it, you know?
That's an interesting parallel I haven't really thought about. Is like, you know, like you can go back in history and like listen to yourself at a specific point in time with, you know, a creation that you made from the ground up in a similar way that like I can go back and like look at video, but like obviously it's very different content that puts forward a very different narrative. And it's like, how does that feel to you, like to sort of revisit something that you made years and years and years ago when you were in a completely different place?
Anymore, I honestly feel I feel like pride. I've had such a hard time in the current artist. Like I don't feel that anymore, but I used to be somebody where making in the time I felt like I had this obligation to make. I felt like I was never good enough, and there's always these types of things. So being able to look back, I almost feel this is going to be a little like time loopy kind of, but I feel like I get to look back. I get to be the person who gets to look back and just like smile down on that person in their moment.
Interesting.
And like I think that if I really could go back in time, I think that the thing that kept me going was knowing that there would be a version of me that was looking back and smiling at myself. You know, like there was a version of me that would be proud because I've always wanted to just be honest, you know?
Yeah.
I've just wanted to make honest art, and so yeah, I mean I think pride, and also pride for how much I have grown, right? And over time, and like knowing, you know, all my art is leaning into the fact that art is journal entry. So all my stuff is like seriously personal stuff, abstracted into, you know, something that is obtainable, I guess. But
well, that's something that I feel like, you know, like unfortunately, like I feel like I've never really had is like that personal emotional connection to projects that I've done, like being in like the film world, being in the photo world. Like I've always made projects for people, well, I mean ostensibly for people in general, whether it's clients or just my audience, but it's like never really getting in touch with myself in a way that I feel like you regularly do with music. Like I'm just like trying to process like what it would be like to come back to something like that years later from a very different perspective.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, you can start now. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
You know, not to plug anything, but
but
we do this,
plug things. Yeah.
But on the YouTube channel we do this other series. It's a long form, just like silly. It's our attempt at being like noobs to everything. So it's called Brandon and Jacob and the Great Beyond, and it's just us exploring, learning how to do things together, and being novices. And I was thinking about that a couple days ago. I was like, it's gonna be really cool to look back on those.
Oh yeah.
You know, it already is. Like, it is. We've already done it for a few months now.
No, we just finished up an episode that recently went live. But it had to do with acting, and it had to do with like So I've been an actor for like over a decade now, and it had to do with a specific show that I had done like 5 years ago, and it was a very specific monologue that took me forever to really decode, and then perform every night for like 5 weeks. But Jake decided that was going to be his monologue for this video, and basically I'd sort of run him through the basics in terms of decoding a monologue, in terms of, you know, figuring out like emotional state, like that type of thing. And it was interesting to, like, I think in a similar way, like, get in touch with where I was years ago at that point in time, where I was sort of attacking that monologue from a very fresh place, and sort of seeing someone else do it in their own way. And like, yeah, no, something like that, like couple years down the line, like I can only imagine what it is then, if it is what it is today, what it is now. That didn't make any sense, that last part, but whatever.
Man, no. So I want to stress, if anybody has any questions or something they just want to tell us, please, like, the text chat is not your enemy, and also, like, and please interrupt us, jump in our video chat. We want to see you, even if it's like you're in, I don't know, you're in like
your bathroom.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. That's fine. Just say hi
in the shower. Just, yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, whatever. That's fine, right, Justin?
Justin's like, okay, so
the chat's over now.
Good talk, guys.
And if nobody does have any questions, concerns, thoughts, anything, or anything more that they want to... The water in the shower is hot. That's good. I guess he's literally in the shower. That's fantastic.
Listen.
Pop in.
If I could be in a shower right now, I would.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I said it.
Yeah. You did. So... Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. I guess I do want to say thank you, Justin, so much.
This has been fun.
For inviting us, but just for hosting this. On our channel, we did, on the YouTube channel, earlier this week, we had a chat with Justin just talking about the preparation of this and his excitement, our excitement for this.
Yeah.
Which is a fun chat. You can go find it. It's like 45 minutes, which is a nice thing. I have to say, like, I can't get enough of, like, hearing Justin talk about things.
We are massive, Justin.
Yeah, so go watch that, because it's pretty great. But just, man, thank you so much for doing this, Justin. Like,
yeah, no, this has been really, really fun.
Something that we mentioned in that video, what we talked about, is like, when you make something like this, you give people the tool to be able to do it themselves. And my biggest hope, I hope that too with, like, the Let's Talks, you know? Yeah. My biggest hope is that you watching feel inspired, not only by the people that you've gotten to see talk, or by the artists that we've just showcased, but that you feel inspired by this community, by this moment of community, and do it in take a bit of that flame, you know, and stoke that fire in your own corner of the world. But yeah, Justin, you're awesome.
Seriously.
Dude. So
thank you so much. And for anybody else who is new to us, come join our Discord. Come join our Patreon if you want. Yeah. Because it's a fun time, and we'd love to see your smiling faces as well as see your work.
Exactly. The Discord's the hardest one to find. Everything else is just, you know, patreon.com/theaftershow or youtube.com/theaftershow. In both the Patreon and the YouTube, you can find a link to the Discord. It's kind of buried. I'm sorry. Discord doesn't make it easy to, like.
But why don't we just throw it on the link tree on the YouTube?
That's a good idea.
I mean, not YouTube, Instagram.
Okay.
We have an Instagram for the After Show.
Sure.
Join it. Yeah. It's the After Show.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really all.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you to all three.
Thank you, everybody.
All of this has been dope.
This is awesome. And before we leave, we'll see some of you guys.
We love you.
A couple weeks. We do our Let's Talks twice a month. So the next one is July 4th.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And that's it.
How are we already here?
I know.
My god. Okay.
Bye.
Cool. Bye.
See ya. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.